Do you want to have the ultimate control over your life? Welcome to Take Control with Whitney Wells, where we will explore all topics of life that we try and control, what this creates for you, and how to have successful relationships all while empowering yourself. Keep listening and let's have some fun. Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 36 of Take Control with Whitney Wells. So I'm recording this episode a little early, so once you listen to this, it will be March, and I hope everyone is having a great March and that it's not snowing anymore. I don't know where you are in the world, but here right outside Philadelphia, we have gotten a lot of snow this winter. So I'm hoping by the time this podcast airs, we have had no more snow. The snow's been fun. We've had fun playing in it, but I think we've had enough. We're ready for spring to come now. So let's hope for that. All right. So today we're going to talk about what if nothing has gone wrong? The 50-50 relationship. I love this because it's so perfect. It's so perfect to apply to all relationships. All relationships are not sunshine and daisies and rainbows and happiness all of the time. So let's look at what this is. Now, to understand this a little bit more, let's talk about how life is both half amazing, right? Half amazing and half awful. 50-50. We, as humans, are going to feel 50% positive and 50% negative all the time. No matter what's happening. Now, sometimes that's hard to kind of wrap your brain around, right? You think if this thing occurs outside of me, of course I'm going to feel better. And then you might feel uncomfortable or worse at some point. We're going to always have that 50-50. We're going to always balance it out. And it's nice to drop into this and accept this and know this and then apply it to our relationships as well. So knowing this is kind of seeing it for what it is, right? So I want to suggest that being positive all of the time isn't really what we even want. Now, sometimes we say, oh, I want to be happy all the time. I want to be positive all the time. I want to feel joy and love all the time. Being positive all the time, it sounds really nice in theory. It sounds nice to say, too. But sometimes we don't want to feel happy and joyful. For example, if someone dies, we don't want to be happy and joyful most of the time, right? If a relationship comes to an end, sometimes we want to be sad. If your child experiences some trauma or pain, sometimes you want to feel hurt. If your loved one is sick, right? Sometimes we don't want to be happy and joyful about these things. So we know that we don't always want to be happy and joyful about everything. And we do want to feel sad or hurt or in pain sometimes when it comes to the obvious things, right, that I just pointed out. But what about when it's not so obvious, such as a relationship, such as being in a relationship with somebody? Are we supposed to always be happy when it comes to the person we married? You make me happy, right? You complete me. Those are the things that we hear. Those are the movies, the lines in the movies that we hear, in the books. But this is not reality. In reality, relationships are also 50-50 because you are going to be 50-50. They are going to be 50-50 with their feelings. A relationship consists of you and another person. So you will have different thoughts, different opinions, right? You will have different feelings about things. You will have different ways of doing things at times. You will have conflicts. And you will also have negative feelings, negative thoughts about them at times as well, about the actual person. Because you have a human brain. Because you are 50-50. You are going to experience 50% negative and 50% positive when it comes to all things in life, including your relationship. So let's look at some examples. Let's say your partner says, I think our kids should have these set of rules, whatever they are, right? Or, I believe affection isn't that important in our relationship. And your thought about this is, I don't agree. And you feel frustrated or upset. You guys have different brains, different ways of doing things, and you have created the feelings of frustration or upset. You are experiencing the negative 50-50 of the relationship. Simple as that. And some other examples of negative feelings about your partner in general, right? You may have at times just about them are, let's say, he or she doesn't show me that he or she loves me. And you feel hurt. Or, I wish they were more ambitious. Or I wish that they helped out more around the house. And you feel frustrated. Or, we don't see eye to eye on things. And we should. And you feel sad. So these thoughts of he or she doesn't show me that they love me, I wish they were more ambitious or helped out more, we don't see eye to eye on things, and we should, these thoughts are creating these feelings of hurt, frustration, sadness. Now, if you listen to my podcast, you know you have control over what you feel. You know you have control over these optional thoughts that you think. So yes, you are creating these feelings from your thoughts. Not what the other person is doing or saying, or not doing or not saying. And you don't have to feel these feelings. But let's stop and pause here and ask, why is it so bad to feel a feeling? Why is it so bad to feel hurt, pain, or sadness? Maybe we want to feel these feelings right now, in that moment, in this moment. Maybe we want to feel hurt, frustration, sadness, upset. What if this is just the 50% of the relationship, just like in life, that is negative? That is the negative emotion side of it, part of it. But that this isn't a bad thing. We don't make it a bad thing. We don't make it mean that anything has gone wrong. Now, we may feel like if we feel negative feelings about our partner, then something has gone wrong. We may feel that, right? Like we don't want to experience any negativity or something isn't right. We may make it mean more than we need to. But what if nothing has gone wrong? What if we don't make these feelings mean anything more about us, them, or the relationship? It's just all part of the experience. And it's supposed to happen this way. Nothing has gone wrong. Let that seep in. We don't see these negative feelings as being bad. So we welcome them and we allow them to be there. We make it easier for ourselves to experience the full 50-50, the full 100% of the relationship, which is 50% bad and 50% good. And we welcome it as being the entire experience. What if we don't resist and run from these feelings? And we don't react by yelling or lashing out or pulling away, but instead we welcome the feelings. We embrace them. We allow them. We say, yes to the entire experience, because yes, we can label them as bad, but really they're just that other 50% on the other side. Really, they're just part of the experience that we're going to experience in this relationship. So what does this look like? What does this look like to allow these feelings instead of resisting them and reacting to them and running from them? Well, notice them. Notice when you feel a negative feeling about your partner or about what they are doing or saying. Just notice your feelings. Be present with your feelings. And then move into taking ownership. Pull your power back by recognizing that you are creating this feeling for yourself. Shift away from resistance and reacting by telling yourself that this is just the 50% of the relationship that feels this way. Nothing has gone wrong. And then allow the feeling. Let this vibration be within you. Notice where it is within your body. Notice where that vibration moves to. Notice the intensity and how it changes. And keep telling yourself, I feel sad or frustrated or upset because of this certain thought, and I welcome it. This is part of the experience. When we expect it to be different than that, that's when we cause suffering. Right? If we expect our relationship to be 100% positive, to always have positive thoughts about the other person, to always have that positive feeling about them, you will suffer. But when you can drop into the acceptance of this is the reality, and I welcome the full human experience. I want the full human experience. I don't want to be living in some fake land of all positivity. That's where it's at. When we get comfortable with life being 50% amazing and 50% awful, and when we get comfortable with our relationships being 50% positive feelings and 50% negative feelings, this is where we can take ourselves and our lives and our relationships to the next level. We are expecting, and not just expecting them to be there, but also welcoming them into our relationship, into our experience, into our existence. And that's where we can up level. That's where we can grow from and move forward. So just notice that you won't always feel happy and joyful in your relationships. But that's okay. That's part of it. And you can actually welcome these feelings and know that nothing has gone wrong. Nothing has gone wrong if you feel sad or hurt or in pain or frustrated. It's simply a sentence you have that creates the feeling of this vibration within your body, and you can feel any vibration in your body. Allow yourself to feel it. No, nothing has gone wrong. It is part of it all. Try it out and let me know how it goes. If you want any free coaching, I would love to coach you. I am offering 20-minute sessions that are free for your first session. And then I have some amazing programs that can take your life to the next level. When I first learned all of this stuff, I was blown away, and I want to give all of this to you. All right. Thank you so much for listening. If you are interested in any of this stuff, go head on over to WhitneyWellsCoaching.com, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Do you want to explore these topics further? Are you ready to live the life that you want to live on purpose while controlling what you have control over? I would love to be your life coach. If you're interested, simply head over to WhitneyWellsCoaching.com and book an appointment with me today. I can't wait to work with you.